Good morning, everybody, and welcome to your Monday morning message for the week of November 10th to November 16th. Now, this week in sociology, the first thing we want to touch on is this incomplete grade extension request. Now, just remember, if that is something that you're interested in, that is something that needs to be completed by the 14th. Sorry, my dog's trying to get in here. Something that needs to be completed by the 14th by 3 o'clock, and that is a hard deadline. So just make sure that you have that done if that's something you're interested in. But just know also that if you're signing up for that, I may ask questions. Like some of you will get the, hey, yep, it's accepted, while others may get the, hey, what have we been doing up to this point? And if you're a person who has just pushed it off the whole reason or the whole semester up to this point, we kind of want to know the reason. Like, what is it? Academic overload? Is it something with the course? And that just helps me provide the help that you need too. And so don't be super shocked if I reach out. If you put one of those extension requests, you'll either get a, hey, this was accepted, or hey, I just have a couple follow-up questions that I want to reach out to you about. Okay, so just know that that's the 14th by 3 o'clock. And then when we go into our current folder and we look at that calendar, we are looking at this Module 6 challenge. And so when I go in the calendar, we're right here. We go, okay, we got this Mod 6, steps 1 through 8. Now, seems overwhelming, but remember, this is just a big assignment broken up into smaller chunks. And so you want to start right here, this course challenge, hunger and homelessness. As you go through there, it's going to lay out the problem for you on hunger and homelessness. So if your topic is anything but hunger and homelessness, you're on the wrong topic and you didn't read this portion. Now you're going to go to these websites, use these articles, and it's going to give you information to kind of develop a plan. Well, as you develop that plan, then you go into each one of these steps. So if I go into this course challenge step 1, this one's a circle map. Well, as I go into the circle map, all I'm doing is putting the problem in the middle, looking at the problem. What is the issues? As you do that, then you'll see it progresses. That's going to take like 10 minutes. It progresses to step 2. Now step 2 is your graphic organizer. Okay, so we've identified the problem. Now this graphic organizer is saying, okay, what is the issues that are in this problem? And again, we're talking about this topic though. When we go in there, we're going hunger and homelessness. So just make sure that is the focus of your course challenge as you're going through there. As you get through these steps toward the end, you'll see it gets a little bit more difficult as you go. So you go circle map, graphic organizer, but you end up working your way into investigating solutions, showing us your research, what is your solution proposal, where you're going to come up with an idea of how we can help those issues and kind of work through that issue. So it's 8 small steps for one big project. Don't get too overwhelmed by it, knowing, because when I look at that calendar then, we know that we have this semester exam left next week, but we also know that that's the only thing I have assigned. So my expectation is that you may not finish all steps 1 through 8 here. In fact, perfect world, you'd probably go 1 through 5, maybe 1 through 6, finish 7 and 8 early next week, finish the exam toward the end of the week. The biggest thing is I set these due dates for the assignments. They're all suggestions, but they're all just to try to put you in a good position to avoid that panic at the end of the try. Let me know what questions you have this week. I will be into schools on Tuesday. I'll be in the Media Center at Woodbury at 8:45 to 9:30 on Tuesday. I'll be in the cafeteria at Eastridge 9:45 to 10:30, and I'll be in the Media Center at Park 10:45 to 11:30. So that is Tuesday this week. Let me know if you need anything or if I can help in any way, and I look forward to working with each and every one of you this week. Have a good one.